So that powerful recitation you're hearing, it's not just beautiful, right? It's actually the soundtrack to an incredibly dramatic, ancient story about one person's courage against, well, pretty much the whole world. Let's really unpack the powerful narrative that's woven into these verses.
So what is this story all about? Well, it's a moment of pure confrontation. It's this clash between logic and tradition that, believe me, ends with a pretty shocking verdict. We're going to explore this whole clash of ideas, step by step, and we'll let the original verses guide us through the drama.
Okay, so first things first, we've got to set the stage. To really get the weight of this story, we need to understand the world prophet Abraham was living in and the huge conflict that he was about to step into. And really, at its core, this is one of those timeless stories, you know? One person standing up against the whole world. It's all about someone who looks at the way things have always been done in his society and decides, no, I'm going to challenge this. And this right here is the heart of the conflict. It's so simple, but so profound. On one side, you've got Abraham's belief in a single, unseen God. And on the other side, you have his entire community, his people, worshiping physical idols, statues that they made with their own hands. This one difference is what sets the entire stage for everything that's about to happen.
All right, so let's move on to the next part of this because this is where things start to build. Abraham, he doesn't just keep his beliefs to himself. He decides to challenge the status quo, and the way he starts is, well, it's fascinating.
And you know what's so interesting? He doesn't start a fight. He doesn't use force. Instead, his first move is completely intellectual. He confronts his community with a question, just a simple question that's designed to make them think. I mean, he's basically asking them to do a simple cost-benefit analysis. He's like, hey, just think about it for a second. Can these statues you pray to actually help you or hurt you? What power do they really have? It's such a direct challenge to their common sense.
But, as you can probably guess, when that appeal to simple logic is met with, well, silence and resistance, the whole tone of the conversation changes. Big time. The challenge escalates from a calm, logical question to a really passionate and direct condemnation.
Yeah, you can almost feel the frustration building, can't you? His community, they don't even try to debate him or offer a counter-argument. And their silence, their resistance, it pushes Abraham from questioning their actions to questioning their very ability to reason.
And this is where it really escalates. That phrase, "fie on you," that's a really strong expression. It's pure disgust, contempt. He's not just disagreeing anymore. He's openly scolding them in everything they consider sacred. He's basically saying, are you kidding me? How can you not see how senseless this is? Okay, so this is the real turning point. Abraham has laid it all out there, first with logic, then with passion. Now the ball is in their court. His community has to respond. The next move is theirs.
Just think about that for a second. What happens when a belief you've held your whole life is faced with a logical argument you just can't beat? If you can't win with reason, what's left? Their answer is simple, and honestly, it's chilling.
And that's it. That's their answer. 3 words. No debate. No trying to defend their beliefs. When logic cornered them, they didn't rethink anything. They just decided to eliminate the guy who was asking the questions. It is the ultimate rejection of reason in favor of violence.
So, you gotta ask, why does this ancient story still hit so hard today? Well, it's because this short, super intense encounter is just packed with these timeless lessons about faith, about courage, and just about human nature itself.
When you really break it down, this story shows us a few incredibly powerful things. First, the amazing courage it takes to stand alone for what you believe in. Second, that timeless struggle between using your reason and just following dogma without question. And of course, for billions of people, this is a foundational story of unshakable faith in one God.
And that brings us to the big question this ancient story leaves for us, right here, right now. When our own beliefs, the things we hold most dear, are challenged by some uncomfortable logic, how do we react? Do we engage with that reason? Or do we find our own way to, burn the person who dares to ask the question? It's definitely something to think about.